So we are here in Tyyni at the third EPT event of the year, and with us we have Kristin Tattar from Estonia. Welcome, Kristin.
Hey.
And I know you and Silva have been here for a few days, and you've been practicing the course already?
Yes, I've played 2 rounds so far, and there have been quite a few changes here, and I think they are for the better, so I'm really enjoying being here. And
I know I met you on hole 18 at the Sipoo course, which you will be playing 3 times this week, by the way. We'll get into that a little bit later. But I know you've already enjoyed the water as well.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to maybe taking the swim maybe during the week?
Well, I hope my swimming time is over and I can just not go for a swim the next 3 days. But yeah, to be honest, the wind has been quite tough on the last hole. It's coming from left to right. So it's a really, really interesting wind to throw a backhand into. It's going to take a lot of effort to get there.
And have you played this event before?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've played it 2 times before.
Yeah. And to my knowledge, this is the first time you're playing Sipoo all 3 days.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
What are your thoughts on that change? Is good, bad?
I think it's an excellent change. For me as a player, it's a lot easier to just practice 1 course and not go over 3 courses. So yeah, I'd say it's a change for the better.
Okay. And so at the last EPT event at Järva in Stockholm, you took down the win in the 3rd round after quite a battle. And do you see any near competitors for this weekend that you have to look out for?
Sure. I never think that there isn't any competition. I always go into a competition that there is competition. So yeah, I try to just focus on my game plan and play to the best of my abilities, and the rest is not in my hands anymore. We'll see.
And so we talked about the course here. Are there any holes that you are especially in love with? Like, do you have any favorite holes on this course now, or?
I think I really like the 2 downhill holes. One is with the hazard and the island that's like shaped like a heart. I think it just looks very pretty. And the other one is a little bit longer, from just a downhill throw. I think it's a very, very nice shot. I can't remember what was the number. Maybe like 12 or 11, something like that.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. People will see it on the live stream for sure. That's for sure. So, are there any discs that you're looking forward to utilizing a lot during this round, or is it going to be mixed? What kind of discs you're going to be using?
Probably, if it's not windy, I'll be leaning on my Graces a lot, just to hit those tunnels in the woods. But if it's going to be windy, probably my Rives. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, at the end here, since you've been here before, there's a hashtag called Tyyni Moment that people are encouraged to use on social media to maybe post something about their special Tyyni moment. Since you've been here before, do you have a memory from a previous event that you would like to talk about? A special Tyyni moment. That's
I think I think it was 2018. I think it was one of the first big tournaments where I played against Paige and Katrina when they were still here, and I remember it was very special for me because I was able to compete with them as equals, and I think I just finished right between them. Like Katrina was first, I was second, Paige third, and it just gave me goosebumps and really lifted my energy. And I hope Tyyni will be this uplifting competition for other younger female players as well.
Excellent, thank you. And at the end here, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Just everybody, thank you for watching, and just tune in and watch live disc golf. Or if you're around here, come out here and you can see us play.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Kristin, and have a good round tomorrow.
Thank you.
So we are here at the third European Pro Tour event of the season, and with us we have Jenni Engström from Finland. Welcome, Jenni.
Thank you.
So how are things with you? Are you doing great?
I'm doing great. I have a summer vacation, so I'm fine. And it's good to be here again, and I'm really excited.
And I take it you have played Tyyni before?
I have 3 times, or 4 maybe. 3 or 4.
So you have some favorite? Do you have a favorite hashtag Tyyni moment from before, like from a previous
Maybe my victory Tyyni moment. Maybe, I don't know.
That could be that's a good Tyyni moment you can talk about if you want to. You don't have to. So you have you practiced the course here. The course has seen some development over the few last years.
Yeah.
Really good development, I think. What are your how has your practice rounds been?
Pretty good. I have been a little bit tired, so I cannot read my drives very well. But well, it's okay.
It's okay. And how do you see yourself scoring this weekend? Maybe.
I don't want to talk about the scores. I want to play and then see what's happening.
That's also fair, very fair. And so, do you have any on the course here? Do you have any favorite holes, maybe?
I like all the holes except 18. It's difficult, but I like everything.
Yeah. So, are there any holes that maybe suit your play style better than other holes, or?
Well, it's hard to say. I like to play downhill, uphill, to the left, to the right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And you mentioned you were a little bit tired. Are you have you been practicing a lot, or?
I've been playing pretty much lately, but I don't know. I just feel physically tired, not mentally. But I don't know why. But I felt that I have been a little bit tired.
Mm. Well, let's hope that let's hope that improves before the weekend. Are you playing any other European Pro Tour events this season?
I think this is the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorites for the win if it wasn't you?
There's so many good players. Maybe Kristin, Heidi, maybe Jenni Karppinen. I don't know.
So, yeah. Is there, at the end here, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Of course, my sponsors, Discmania and Power Grip, Pikkarala, Frisbee Golf, and also everyone who's watching. Hi.
Well, thank you very much, Jenni, and I hope you have a really good weekend.
Thank you.
We might
You
talk
too.
later. Thank you. We're here at the third European Pro Tour event of the season at Sipoo Disc Golf in at Tyyni in Finland. And with us from the UK we have Rachel Turton.
Hi.
Hello Rachel. So you played the first event in Copenhagen earlier this season, and now you're here back in Finland. So what are your thoughts? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm really excited to be in Finland. It's my first time visiting the country and it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm very excited to be at my first tourney as well. I've heard lots of amazing things about the course and about the environment in general. So it's a very exciting tournament to be at. I'm very happy to be here.
And how long have you been here this time?
So I arrived yesterday afternoon, I think it was. So got to the course and took a few shots on a few holes and yeah, enjoyed it. And then this morning played my first real practice round.
Any favorite holes so far?
That's a really good question. Yeah, the course is super interesting in general. There's lots of elevation changes, lots of interesting different shots. 2 is probably a really good one. The fairway is such a beautiful shape, but the little OB pond is very sneaky. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to avoid that in tomorrow's round, unlike this morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, lots of really good holes, lots of very interesting shots. I've thrown forehand, I've thrown backhand. Yeah, should be interesting.
And which are there any holes that you feel confident about scoring? You know, getting a good score on?
One
so
is
far?
definitely the easiest hole on the course, and it lulled me into a false sense of security about how easy the course is going to be. I think that in the FPO field, I think that birdies are going to be quite difficult to get. So I think, you know, take the shots where we can get them, and then just try and control the rest of it and try and not get very many bogeys and just see how it goes.
Yeah, and I know that after 2 practice rounds it might not be that easy, but where do you score this course on your favorites list?
Ooh, it's definitely got to be up there. I think this is my second European Pro Tour event. I prefer this course to Copenhagen. Copenhagen was interesting, but this has, just so much more interest on it. You know, lots of tight OB, which maybe doesn't necessarily suit my game, but makes me work on different things, definitely. So I think this is a harder course, but there's more interest, and it'll definitely be, more difficult and more fun.
And do you have any thoughts about what could a good score be here? Not necessarily yours, but a good score.
I think that the best woman here could probably shoot evens. I think I'll probably be aiming for a couple over per round, but we'll see. If everything goes perfectly, probably evens would be good. But yeah, I think for the end of the tournament, I'd probably like to be single digits over. Yeah. But we'll see.
And are you going to be playing other European Pro Tour events apart from Copenhagen?
That's a good question. Well, I got invited to the All-Stars at the end of the season, so I'm really looking forward to that one in Mihas. But apart from that, I'm not certain about the rest of my schedule yet.
And how about other tournaments?
I'll be at Sula next week, which is really exciting again. I'm super excited to be in Europe competing. So that'll be fantastic. And then between August and September, October, November, I haven't really figured things out yet, but I'll take a look and hopefully be able to attend some more.
Yeah. So how do you see? You've been sort of here now for 2 days only, but you'll get much more experience, and you've been in Copenhagen earlier this year. How do you see disc golf on the mainland Europe compared to the UK?
It's fantastic. The scene is so much bigger. You know, when I checked into the airport at security, the security guy asked, "Why are you here?" And I said, "Disc golf." And he was like, "Oh, cool, yeah, that's great. Is there a tournament?" And people know what the sport is, you know. People are really keen. They're really excited for it. Whereas in the UK, it's such a minority sport. There's so few players still. And the coverage from these events is fantastic. You know, getting to be on the feature card tomorrow is amazing. It helps to bring the sport to them smaller countries that have fewer players. And so, I would like the UK to follow in the footsteps of Scandinavia, really.
Awesome. So at the end here, since this is your first time, there is a thing called #Tyyni Moment.
Okay.
And even though you've only been here for 2 short days, do you already maybe have a Tyyni moment?
Well, I managed to fish my disc back out of the tiny little OB pond that is surprisingly deep and incredibly muddy, so that was a win, right? Yeah, definitely. I'll be looking out for more Tyyni moments.
And otherwise, we might be talking to you later this week, so maybe there will be more Tyyni moments there.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
So at the end here, are there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, definitely. My sponsor's Prodigy. Thank you very much, for getting me here, for believing in me. It's really exciting to be with you, and I'm excited to see what I can do this season. my family, of course, watching the TV screen really excitedly, and all my friends, my partner, Ollie, as well. Yeah, thank you for all supporting me and believing in me. I'm excited to see what I can do this weekend.
Well, thank you, Rachel, and have a good weekend.
Thank you very much.
So we're here at the third European Pro Tour event of the season. And with us we have from Germany, Joris Richter. Welcome, Joris.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hello. And you are one of the upcoming stars in Germany, is that correct?
I hope that people will say so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they are, because I asked around. You took down the junior championship in Germany last year, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And you're already playing the Open division here at Tyyni Open this year.
Yeah, actually I'm now too old to play juniors, so I have no choice. But it's fine.
That's okay. Have you been here before in Tyyni?
No, I've never been to Finland. This is my first time here, and first time playing in any Nordic country.
Yeah.
So it's quite the adventure.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts so far about the country and the courses here?
It's amazing. It's just so overwhelming. It's so different from Germany. Not only the landscape, but also the courses and the disc golf scene. Yesterday, actually, after my practice round, I went to a short 9-hole track near my hotel, and it was packed with people. There were 30 guys waiting at T1. I've never seen something like this. Obviously, this is one of the best courses around, and yeah, it's so much fun to play.
Yeah. And have you had any chance to practice the course here at Sipoo?
Yeah, I played 2 practice rounds, one yesterday and one this morning. Yeah.
And how did these rounds go for you?
I think quite well. Yesterday, obviously, it was a lot about learning the shots, and a lot of these holes are way different from anything I've played before. But today I felt really good about my play here. I feel like I can attack on any hole, and I'm prepared for tomorrow. Yeah.
Do you have any do you have any favorite holes so far?
They're all great, but probably the par 5 hole. I think it's hole 5 actually. It's so difficult. You really have to be clean on every single shot. So I really like that one. It's a big challenge.
And are there any holes that you maybe think are a little bit more challenging than others?
Yeah, there are obviously some more challenging holes. Some are very different in the challenge than others. Some have a lot of OB or hazard, for example, the island hole with the heart-shaped island, or the water hole 18. Those are pretty difficult. But as I said, the par 5 is probably the most challenging one.
Yeah. And you mentioned Europe, like the style of the course is completely different from what you're used to in Germany.
Yeah.
Your home course, where is that?
That's in Peine, Germany. Probably the most people haven't heard about it, but yeah, it's like a short track in a public park with 12 holes. So it's not as challenging as this one, obviously.
So we asked about the holes. Do you have any idea what a good score here might be for you?
Not really. I've not scored any of my practice rounds, and I haven't seen too much scores of the one-round event here or the event from last year. I can't really remember what the scores were like. I feel like double digits would be a really, really hot round. I don't think it's gonna happen too often, but under par is definitely possible.
Yeah. And your own personal expectations for this event?
Yeah, not really to like go for the win or go for everything. That would be crazy if it happens. I would take it, but just take it all in. This experience, get experience on the international level and grow as a player. I have a lot of parts in my game which I have to figure out a little bit more. It's all coming together now, but I still need some time, for example, on my putting. Yeah, so just learn.
Have you played on camera before?
I have played on camera in Germany a couple of times. Some of the videos haven't been released, but one video is actually up on YouTube, and so I have played on camera before.
Okay. How do you feel about the nerves and everything coming in with the live coverage and being on the feature card?
Obviously, that's a whole new experience for me with live coverage and more cameras on me. But I feel like it pushes me a little bit more. I'm more focused then, and it is a lot of fun to play with so much nerves. so much on the line.
Great, yeah, it's a great opportunity, and we're really happy to have you on the feature card.
Thank you.
And so at the end here, thank you to Andrew for putting in some questions here. At the end here, do you have, so far we have this hashtag Tyyni Moment thing.
Yeah.
And I know you've been here only maybe a few days. Do you already maybe have a Tyyni moment that you would like to share?
It's probably just arriving at the course, coming in, seeing all the banners, all the tents, the truck here. It's crazy. It's such a big place just for disc golf. I've never seen anything like it. That was probably the best moment I've had yet.
Excellent. So at the end here, do you have anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, families, sponsors?
Yeah, of course. I would like to shout out my sponsor, Birdie Shop, right here. They're awesome. They're supporting me from Germany, and I'd like to give a shout out to my family and all friends from Germany who are watching and rooting for me. Yeah, thank you guys.
And well, we'll be seeing you on the feature card tomorrow. Have a good weekend, Joris.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck. We are at the third European Pro Tour event of the season, Tyyni Open, and with us we have from Finland, Mikael, Häme. I'm gonna pronounce your name incorrectly every time.
That's perfect.
I'm sorry, but thank you. Mikael, you are playing here at Tyyni, and you played in Copenhagen as well.
Yeah.
Against your brother.
Of course,
and
as always.
As always. And how is the standing going between you and your brother?
Well, it's gonna change for sure. He's now first, I'm the second, but we're gonna hopefully jump the spots.
Yeah, and let's jump directly into the expectations for this weekend. You have you played here before at Tyyni?
I played, I think, 2019. Then I haven't played in couple last years, but I enjoy coming back here.
Yeah, and you've had time to practice the course?
Yeah.
And how did your practice rounds go?
Let's not talk about those. I'm still feeling a little bit, I don't know, tired of all the heat, but now temperature is a little bit colder, so I prefer this one.
Any favorite holes? Any favorite holes you feel like you have good control over, or?
I don't know. I didn't feel the control, but monster hole, I think hole 5. I like it. Long one, and you have to keep it on the fairway. And yeah, I like the last one also.
Yeah, cool. And let's see. I have my list of questions here. So you have, do you have any idea what a good score could be on this course for the weekend?
I'm gonna say if you play -20 throughout the weekend, you're gonna be maybe not winning, but top 3. So 6-7 down per round, I think will be a good score.
And I'm sorry, I'm looking at my list of questions.
Yeah, hi. I just wonder, you have been performing quite... Sorry, is it? There. Sorry, microphone. You have been performing quite well, both on the European Pro Tour and on the Finnish Tour, probably the Disc Pro Tour this year. Has your expectations changed over the season so far, after knowing what kind of results you are able to get?
Actually, Finnish Pro Tour I haven't been doing so well. So my main focus is coming to the European Pro Tour right now.
Okay, so do you still have some kind of hope to be up there in the top after these 5 European Pro Tour events, or?
Yeah, for sure I'm gonna fight to keep my position, or even trying to take the first one. So let's see what happens.
Thank you.
And what other European Pro Tour events were you going to be playing, if any?
I'm playing all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
So you're, and how do you expect to be, what are your expectations for the season on the European Pro Tour?
I think because we started the season in Copenhagen, so we have one more tournament than lots of players, like other top Finnish players. So that might be a little bit advantage, but I'm...
Okay.
We've seen you throw a lot of this first run stamped disc with the flat top. Is it an ABR X3?
Yeah.
That what that is?
X3, or I have plenty of others first run discs in my bag.
Right, but the blue one...
The blue one is,
that's
ABR X3.
Quite special one, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any discs you're going to be relying on for this event?
Yeah, that one.
That one?
As in every other tournament.
Seems like a perfect go-to.
I think some forehand discs I'm gonna use here. Firebird, Wraith, Destroyer.
All right, sounds good.
Excellent. Well, here at the end, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, everyone who's watching. Hi. And my sponsors, Pribastore, Vivokauppa, Neste K. Kivistenmäki, Rodiskus, and Jako Suomi.
Well, thank you, Mikael Häme, and I hope you have a really great weekend. We might talk again later this weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
We are here at the third European Pro Tour event of the season at Tyyni Open here at Sipoo Disc Golf in Finland. And with us from Finland we have Davidsson. Hello, David.
Yeah, hello. A pleasure being here again.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, enjoying the great weather and good course here.
That's nice. And you won the first event in Copenhagen.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Stockholm maybe not so good.
Yeah, that really didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
But there's always a next opportunity.
Yeah. So have you played the course here before at Sipoo?
Yeah, I've attended 2 Tyynis before and then the nationals 2 years back. So I've had many opportunities to practice this course before.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any favorite holes here?
Tough to say. There are many great holes, but the par 4 on the top, I don't know, then it's maybe like hole number 7, I think, the par 4 on the top of the small cliff. I've had great success on that hole before.
And are there any holes you feel maybe are a little bit challenging?
I mean, the last stretch you have to kind of get a lot of birdies, but also can get in trouble really easily. So I'd say you have to be quite on top of your heels the whole last stretch. So all of those are tough.
And a score? What will a good score for this course be?
I mean, in the nationals, I think Niklas and Jesse showed that you can go double digits, but 7 under per round, that's really good.
Awesome. And so this course, how does it fit your playstyle?
I wouldn't necessarily say that that it fits me very great, but I've had all right success here before, so I don't think it will be a huge problem.
And are there any discs you feel you will be depending on more during this round, during this tournament? That's what I mean.
Tough to say. It's quite evenly distributed the holes, so you kind of have to use all different type of shots, but a lot of sidearms with my PD2, especially when the wind picks up on those last couple holes.
And your personal expectations for this tournament?
I mean, I've been struggling a bit lately, especially on the putting green and also with confidence in the drives. So just to get a good tournament in, and I mean, I'd hope to win, but you have to be somewhat realistic that there's not a huge chance for that, but I'm always shooting. There's always a slight possibility that I'm going to end up on top.
Optimistic, that's great. Do you have any pro tips for how to prepare for a competition at this level for other players who might want to join these kind of tournaments?
The best tip from me, I'd say, just come here and try it out. You can't be more prepared for the next one, or the best preparation for the next one is just to enter one and see how it feels, and if you like it. Yeah, that's my tip.
Hi, I want to talk a little bit about your hats.
Yeah.
We saw you in Copenhagen, I think, with a white hat.
Yeah.
We saw you in Järva with a Swedish hat, Sverige, it said. And we see you with a banana hat today. I don't know how superstitious you are, but do you think that the Swedish hat had any impact on your game in Sweden?
I don't really think so. I bought a new hat in Sweden because the last 2 times I was playing abroad, I won the competition. And both times I had a new hat, so that's the reason I bought a new hat there. But I think I'll switch to my hat that I played the end of last season, which gave me some really good results.
I was going to ask if you have retired that hat from Copenhagen, but you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it, but I'll use another one. But that one's I've had some great results with that one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're congratulations on the win at the Copenhagen Open. That was an incredible performance. Your form was just really perfect at that point, and now it's sort of dipped a little bit. Yeah. Is there anything that's changed in your in the physics or mental game or anything, or?
I mean, I really don't feel a lot different on the course, but just the overall confidence level has went down a bit, and when the strokes really matter, it's if you fall behind, it's really tough to catch up with these guys playing so well. So, yeah, I think I just have to get it going, and then I'll probably advance from that.
Oh, you've definitely proven yourself, so good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
And so you've been here at Tyyni before, and we have this hashtag Tyyni moment.
Yeah.
Can you, at this point, tell us about a previous Tyyni moment that you, like a special Tyyni moment for you that you would like to share?
I mean, tough to pick any, but 2019 event was quite an experience. Last round I got to play with Niklas back then, and he played really well, took third then, and also I beat my idol Simon that competition for the first time, so that was cool.
Poor Simon. Well, at the end here, is there anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah.
Maybe a potential hat sponsor?
Yeah, you could hook me up if somebody has any great hat sponsors, but yeah, I'd like to thank Discmania for providing me with discs, and then my bag sponsor Heiser Flex, and then also all the friends and family who are watching and supporting us here playing.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Daniel, and I hope to talk to you again later this weekend. Have a good tournament.
Thank you, and I also hope to see you guys more. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. We are here at the third European Pro Tour event of the season, Tyyni Open at Sipoo Disc Golf in Finland. And from Finland we have with us Lauri Lehtinen. Welcome.
Thank you.
And so Lauri, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. I played 2 practice rounds and they're gone pretty well, so I'm happy.
And have you played this course before?
Yes, many times. I played Tyyni for like maybe 3 times and finished nationals here, so I know this course pretty well, so yeah.
And how do you feel about your, how did your practice rounds here go, your recent practice rounds?
Pretty good. Some challenges with backhand form, I don't know why, but like today it felt much better, so yeah, I think it's going to be good tomorrow.
And any favorite holes on this course?
Maybe hole 2, I really like it. It's like 2-shot par 4, which we don't see too much here in Finland, so that's great.
Yeah. And are there any holes that you feel are especially challenging for your game style?
I don't know, but like last hole, of course, it's demanding, especially in the wind. And like last year, I was leading by 1 before that and ended up taking tight third, so that's a challenge for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So this course, you've played here quite a lot. So you have, do you have maybe a hashtag Tyyni moment from previous years that you would like to tell us about?
I think nothing too special, but like it's been always great to be here, and since like junior divisions, it's always been fun time here.
And have you played on camera before?
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. I mean, have you been playing disc golf with camera coverage?
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm ignorant because I'm not from here, so I'm very sorry to everyone sitting at home laughing their behinds off at the moment of this ignorant guy. I know. Someone has a question here in the back.
Yes, hi. You were mentioning that last year's event when you were going into hole 18 with a lead, and it was really heartbreaking to see your reaction there after losing that lead on the last hole. Did that affect you in any way afterwards, and have you been able to, do you come here with a different feeling this year and getting some revenge?
I don't know, but that was for sure like maybe the worst disc golf moment for me like ever, and yeah, it was really difficult, but like it's New Year, so I feel like more comfortable than ever to compete here again.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bring up any bad memories, but yeah, hope that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, it was like great learning experience, and like I don't know. Yeah, it was good experience for sure.
Do you have any specific game plan in mind for this course?
It's been quite windy last 2 days. I don't know what is it going to be tomorrow or the next days, but like if the wind picks up, I think to play safe is really the like good plan here, because like the course is pretty difficult, so you don't have to shoot any like extra low scores here. So I think pretty safe play is going to be good.
Are there any specific discs that you intend to lean on a lot for the weekend?
Justices and Pioneers, I think so. Like overstable, yeah.
All right, sounds good. Good luck.
Thank you.
And so, will you be playing other European Pro Tour events this season?
This might actually be the last one, because I'm leaving the States in like 1 month. I played Järva Open and this one, so it's going to be only 2 events for me, I think so.
Okay. And do you have any like personal goals for this tournament, or maybe for the season as well?
Of course, for this one, the win. Of course, every time, and like it would be so great to win after like last year disaster. So
yeah,
that's my goal.
So maybe getting a new good Tyyni moment.
Exactly.
We'll be talking about later this weekend, at least, depending on the results, of course. And at the end here, do you have anyone you would like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, or sponsors?
Shout outs to Latitude 64 and Fribastore, and like everybody who's watching here. It's nice to be here.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a really good weekend, Lauri.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hi, can I sit?
Yeah.
Is that fine? Hi.
Hi.
You have a light and stuff.
Yeah.
And hello. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hey.
Hey, where? What? So, are you playing here?
I've been playing. I played some holes. One was really far, 300 meters.
Yeah.
That was a trip.
So you're, I mean, for people who know you,
yeah,
or don't know you.
Mostly people don't, I think. I'm Jonathan.
Maybe, yeah, Jonathan. And you've started playing disc golf when?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I had no idea what disc golf was. Now, and then I got like shoop into the center of disc golf with latitude 64. And I had to do all of the throwing, not far, but I want to.
And as Daniel Davidsson said earlier today, I mean, the best practice for tournaments is playing tournaments.
Yeah.
So
I played tournaments.
Yeah.
That's a roller coaster for me, like emotionally and physically.
Yeah,
it's a roller coaster.
So are you ready for this tournament or not?
I'm ready. I'm not gonna play, so I'm really ready. But I'm gonna cheer. I hope that most people, like a lot of people, win. That would be ideal.
Usually it's only one per division, but you know.
Yeah. Not in my book, man.
But we can have, you know, more winners. A
couple of winners.
It's fine. That's
Yeah, it's fine.
totally how the European Pro Tour works, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So friendly.
So for those who don't know, you're doing the videos for Lat 64.
I'm allowed somehow to do that. Yeah.
And apparently you're so good at it. They haven't found a replacement yet.
I think that's the problem. Like, if Latitude listen, no, there's no other. But yeah, I get to do like play with pro players and like be an idiot on the internet. It's great, but like disc golf is not easy. Like it's not easy. Like Nate here, like how I saw Nate nearly ace today, like a super hard hole. I don't know what hole it was.
ace hole. He smashed the chains on it.
Yeah, and it was cool.
I heard someone say that, I think it was on the disc golf guy on one of the skins matches. He asked, I think it was Nicolo Castro. He asked, "How do you play disc golf?"
Yeah.
And the response was, "Well, Terry, you throw the disc at the basket, and then you throw the disc into the basket."
Yeah.
It sounds so easy, right?
It sounds so easy. I've heard a lot of easy stuff. Like you just throw it and it goes far.
Yeah, and if you don't throw far, throw further.
It goes bad, tree, cry a little bit, but then you do it again because it's fun.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm gonna go off in this direction. Bye, Mom.
So we are here at the third European Pro Tour event of the season, Tyyni Open at Sipoo Disc Golf in Finland, and with us in the studio we have Nate Perkins from the US.
How you doing?
How are you doing, man? Well, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm on week 2 of a 5-week tour through Europe, all thanks to disc golf, and yeah, I'm just all smiles.
And we talked about just before the camera went live that you've been doing the commentary for the FPO rounds at the previous European Pro Tour events. And,
yeah.
And one of my questions was that you've been watching these women play disc golf on these courses.
Yeah.
How much have you been itching to play the tournaments yourself?
Yeah, I saw the European Pro Tour post about a job opening for live disc golf, and I just applied for the position for live, and they said they wanted someone on site, which made sense, and so they offered me the job to commentate the FPO, and of course I jumped on that opportunity, and I love watching disc golf and talking about disc golf, so it's been a pleasure to watch the Copenhagen event and the event at Järva, and of course when you watch enough disc golf you want to play, so I'm happy to be here at the third European Pro Tour stop, and yeah, ready to get going.
So is there a chance that you'll be playing any of the other EPT events here, or will this be the only one?
I'm playing the Estonian Open. I believe that's the European Pro Tour, stop number 4. And I'm playing the European Open, which I know is just a major, but, hopefully I play the event in Mihas.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I'll be seeing you in Estonia. Anyway, maybe I'll be asking better questions then, or I'll bring Andrew, who's sitting right next to me here. Maybe Andrew has some questions as well.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Nate. Do you have any game plan in mind for this course?
Yeah, Seabay is a very unique course. It's kind of on par for courses in Finland. Super technical, more technical than it is long. It's unlike the courses that we play on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, but I think that it suits my game really well. There's a lot of forehand shots out there, and it's really about hitting your line, hitting your trajectory, and staying in bounds. And I'm making more putts now than I ever have in my career. And honestly, the field, I'm actually the only person from the United States in the MPO field, which is like crazy to me. But the field is still as stacked as ever. I mean, the Finns are incredible. There's players from Norway, from Germany, from the Netherlands that can all compete for the win. So I think I have a good chance to win this tournament, though.
That sounds great, and we're happy to have you here. You're a great ambassador for our country and for the sport, and wishing you good luck. Any other questions?
Yeah, I can take them. You mentioned you're the only U.S. player here. This is a new tour. This is a lot of things are happening for the first time here this year. How's the talk going on the other side of the ocean? Is there do people know about this tour? Will we see more of you guys coming over maybe next year? Do you know?
Yeah, so the Disc Golf Pro Tour has grown so much. I was actually at the very first Disc Golf Pro Tour event in 2016, and so in the past 6 years, it's grown tenfold, and it's given so many different players a platform to make a living traveling and competing. And I to answer your second question, I don't necessarily think that many people in the United States are aware that there is a European Pro Tour, but I think that's going to change in the near future. From what I've seen through the first 2 events and here at this event, it's just as professional as the Disc Golf Pro Tour in the United States, and I firmly believe that it's capable of giving people in Europe a platform to travel and compete and make a living at. So I think in the near future that people are going to find out that there's a pro scene over here, and of course we're going to see many people at the European Open, mainly because it's a major. But as the European Pro Tour or the Finnish Pro Tour, as they grow and the titles become, more a higher perceived value, you're going to have more people come over here to try and win those titles, like we're going to see at the European Open. So I think it's a matter of time before everyone from the United States is coming here to compete for a title such as the Tyyni.
Great answer. Thank you for that, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you. That there's a pro scene over here, and the titles become, you know, and then I think the 18th might be one of the more brutal finishing holes that I've ever seen. You know, we saw Lauri last year, you know, lose the tournament on the hole, and yeah, it's a diabolical hole. So that's a good one as well.
And we talked about this hashtag Tyyni moment. You've been here before in 2019, not as a player you mentioned, but as just to hang out. Do you have any, either from then or now, a Tyyni moment that you would like to share? Yeah,
actually I do, and we're actually looking into the field where my hashtag Tyyni moment would be. There was a distance competition right here where we're sitting, and I remember hundreds of young Finns gathering to watch one of their favorite pros, Eagle McMahon, rip shots into the field. And while there are numerous Finnish players who can throw the disc far, Eagle just effortlessly threw further than everybody, and it brought so much joy to all the fans that were able to see one of their favorite players just throw, you know, over 220 meters into the field here. So that would be my Tyyni moment.
Yeah, awesome. I'm pretty sure we'll be talking to you later this weekend, so maybe there will be some more Tyyni moments then. But until then, at the end here, do you have anyone you'd like to give a shout out to? Friends, family, sponsors?
Well, of course, you know, I'd like to thank Discmania for giving me the platform and the support to be competing and touring, and I'd like to thank OTB Discs, Pastry Dyes, and Upper Park Disc Golf for their support. It's great to have such a good team of people. I've got to thank Schaefer Sports Management for their trust in me as one of their agents, and I just got to thank all the Europeans for offering to help. It's amazing to be able to travel to a new country and to just receive so much. So many people offering help to make this tour a success. So I'm happy to be here.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Nate, and have a good weekend. We'll probably talk later.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.